Hey guys, welcome back to 2 weeks of Thanksgiving, where I teach you some recipes you can make for your Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving dinner this year. Today, we're making something special. It's a whole bird. We're gonna make butter garlic roasted chicken. Let's get right to it. Today I'm starting differently with making my seasoning for my chicken first so that I could put that aside and have it ready. We're gonna start with peeling some of our veggies. Now that those are peeled, we're gonna cut them into smaller pieces with the tip and the stem off first. I'm cutting these not too small or not too big either, just about an inch or so. They're gonna go under the chicken. Now I'm transferring all of this into my baking dish. Now I'll be cutting these baby potatoes into smaller pieces to go onto the carrots as well. I washed them off first, by the way. I think I'm gonna leave them to be this size. Yeah, cut them in half. And now we're transferring all of that into the baking dish. Spread them out as much as you can. And of course, I got some onions. Add that to the baking dish as well. I'm trying to break them down so the pieces are smaller. I'm gonna use half for the baking dish and then half for the actual chicken itself. Now, of course, we gotta season this. Start with some olive oil or high smoke point oil. Just drizzle a little bit. Then we'll add in thyme or thyme, as you guys have told me. I don't know why that's pronounced like that. I guess the H is silent, but I like thyme better. A little bit of rosemary. Doing less of that than the thyme because these are a little bit more coarse. Black pepper, salt, and paprika, of course. As you can see, I'm not really measuring anything. I'm just getting everything covered. This is what it looks like before I mix everything together. And this is what it looks like after I've mixed everything together. Everything's well coated with the seasoning and the oil. I have this whole bird that's been sitting in here waiting for me to open it up. I hope to God that this doesn't have anything on the inside of it. That's just gonna be extra work that I don't want, but let's get started on that. We're about to do surgery. All right, let's get to some serious business. Oh, my chicken. Let's check the inside. It has stuff on the inside. Y'all see that? Yeah, it has stuff on the inside, but I'm not gonna use those. So you can do whatever you want with that. I will set them aside and see what I will do with them later. We have a whole chicken to clean. Start by removing this extra fat that's not needed. And you guys already know the drill. I'm just gonna scrub it down with some lemon. I lied, I only have lime left, so I'm gonna use lime instead. And I know some of you guys may be wondering why I'm cleaning this. I'm getting on the inside, getting detailed like this. It's because of this. Somebody want to eat that? That's gross. So clean it, don't clean it, do whatever you want. I'll clean mine. You do what you want with yours. All right, now this bird is all cleaned up and we're gonna move on to seasoning it. But first, I'm patting it dry to remove all the extra water that I don't need. And very important, we're gonna peel the skin back so that we can get the seasoning stuffed on the inside of the chicken. Do this very carefully because you don't want the skin coming off completely. Other side as well. Now this that we made earlier, we're gonna use to stuff inside under the skin. Spread it around as much as you can. You want this to be very well seasoned. Flip it to the other side and do the same thing. Under the skin. That right there is a lump of seasoning. Switch into a spoon so I can get the rest of it out of the bowl. stuffing the leftovers on the inside. All right, my chicken is very well seasoned, intended for. The last step is gonna be to season the outer part with the rest of the seasoning that I have left and adding inside of it some fresh herbs. I'm gonna be using rosemary, just nothing special, just break them off and add them to the interior. I'm gonna add a few thyme pieces, whatever, and dill. Just stuff it inside, and a few garlic cloves as well. And last but not least, the other half of the onion from earlier. Oopsies. Stuff it all in there. And we're gonna tie this up so nothing falls out. I'm gonna use this to tie it up with. Alrighty, now that this is all done, I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest. Some seasoning for the top of the skin. Just spread it around. Get it all over the skin. The thighs, the breastises. And last but definitely not least, just a little more seasoning. This goes in here. This is what the bird looks like before it goes in the oven. We're gonna bake that for about 2 hours while basting it every 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so in the oven with the juices that's gonna come from the chicken. All right, so 20 minutes passed by and now we're about to be basting this with some of the sauce that's down there. I'm gonna use one of these basters that I can poke into my actual chicken. We're gonna inject this back into the chicken. Also putting some juices all over the top layer. Let's not forget that. Chicken is looking like. I checked the temperature and it is ready to go. We're gonna take it out. Look at this though. Ooh, cannot wait to eat that. All right guys, that is it for this beautifully buttered garlic roasted chicken. I cannot wait to taste it. It smells so good and I am starving just smelling it. It's still hot, so I'll give it a little bit of time. I do have another recipe coming to you tomorrow. Stay tuned for that and let me know what you think is gonna be in the comments below. And until then, bye.